feed store.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, so many children in our state need to be adopted into loving homes.
And if adoption is something you've never, ever considered, please check out Melissa Cole's story.
It's kind of nice to have a family that cares about you.
Yeah.
For the 4 kids sitting at this kitchen table, it's nice to be able to say that. They all came from difficult situations and ended up in foster care. Until recently, when Monica Hall adopted them. All 4 of them, 2 sets of siblings.
It's something that I have always wanted to do because my parents had 6 kids and then 10 years later adopted me. So having children and then later doing foster care and adoption is something that's always been part of our plan.
Okay, so you had 4 kids.
Yes.
And they were getting older, off to college?
Yes. And the house was empty, so we weren't okay with that and thought now is the time.
Monica and her husband saw a poster in church about CHR, or Community Health Resources. One of their programs is therapeutic foster care.
We work with at-risk children who have either been physically abused, sexually abused, or been through some type of severe trauma or neglect. So they need a structured and nurturing home to try to work through and cope with the trauma that they've experienced.
Nicole Crenshaw of CHR tells me on average she gets 3 to 5 calls every day regarding children who need a safe place to stay.
You know, continuously there's a need every day for children who need placement. So a lot of the times the state as well as CHR, we try to keep siblings together and not separate them because we want to make sure that that family unit is intact.
If it's something you've been thinking about, you won't be alone. CHR provides intensive training to potential foster parents.
CHR provides all the training. It's of no cost. A lot of people think that they can't afford to do foster care or adoption. When you do it with the state, there is no cost to us personally. The agencies pick up all that. DCF pays for that. They actually even pay you a stipend to help you care for the children. They will pay for the children to go to college, and they pay all medical expenses. So it really is not something, if people are not doing this because they think they can't afford it, that's not the truth.
And there's also extra funding where activities, if your children want to be involved in Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, sports, we're all about supporting our families and keeping our children involved in extracurricular activities.
So is the sugar gone?
The 4 kids here in the Hall House have not only adjusted well to their new home and siblings, but they're finally feeling safe and enjoying just being kids.
Swimming and bike riding and playing.
And what about your brothers and sisters? How much fun is that?
I like to play with these 3, and they're a lot of fun.
I always wanted a sister that was my age so I can hang out and play with.
But as with any new situation, there's a learning curve and a period of getting used to new surroundings.
When they first come into the house, they're more afraid than you are. Picture you've lost everything, and now your life is starting brand new in a brand new home. The first thing we say is, outside of introducing ourselves, we tell them that they're safe. And we acknowledge the fact that they're frightened, and then we just bring them in and kind of do a tour, and this is your house, and this is where our food is, and a lot of these kids have gone without food, so even seeing food in the cabinets makes them happy. And the number one thing that all the children want is just to be safe. They become themselves more as they just get more comfortable and settled in the house. And now they're just, we can't imagine life without them.
CHR is with the Hall family through good times and through bad, and they always offer support when needed.
If we do have a child who's in crisis, they're the team that will come out and they'll help. They stand beside us and they help us do this. Because there's a lot of times we don't know what we're doing. Just like when we have our biological kids, we don't know what we're doing. This is a whole team of people who come and help you and support you.
And for this brave little boy, Gio, something not easy to say, but he wants to get the word out to other families to consider adopting just like his parents did.
In the past, I was hurting and just hurting, and it's nice to come to a family that will not abuse you and hurt you. And it's hard at first, but you get used to it.
They've been through a lot, and they know how important family is, don't you guys? Some of the kids here have been through many foster homes. And so part of, it's good to know you have a place where you're going to stay. We've had probably 25 kids come through the house, either long-term or short-term respite care. And they're great. They're great kids. My message is that these kids haven't done anything wrong. These kids have come from very tough circumstances, and through no fault of their own, they need a family, and they need love just like any other kid, and they need support.
Wow. I mean, such good information out there. So many questions answered. To learn more about CHR's therapeutic foster program, you can call them. The number's right there on your screen. It's 860-730-8680. I think she really dispelled a lot of the myths about
the cost alone, right?
Yeah,
That's pretty amazing.
There's no cost, not medical bills to even pay for college. So it's really just taking, if you already have kids, it's bringing one more in, and child care's there.
Think about it.